If you're traveling to Japan this year, let me save you from the mistake that 90% of tourists make when they land at Narita. I bought the wrong eSIM on my first trip. I ended up paying almost 3 times as much for less data, and to top it off, they cut off my connection right in the middle of Shibuya. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to choose and buy the best eSIM for Japan in 2027 without falling for the marketing trap set by the big brands. Before I talk to you about brands and prices, let me explain something that almost nobody tells you, and that can save you a lot of money and headaches. An eSIM is, simply put, a digital chip that lives inside your phone. It's not a card you insert, it's not something you have to order by mail, it's nothing physical. You download it, activate it, you already have internet in another country. It's that straightforward. The first time I heard the word eSIM, I thought it was just another technical hassle, another gimmick to sell. But when I used it for the first time in Tokyo, I understood why it became the standard for traveling. You land and you already have Google Maps working. No lines, no searching for a kiosk, no cards that can get lost. And here's the point where I want to be really honest with you. When you arrive at Narita or Haneda, they'll offer you 2 things that seem convenient, but they're actually a trap for your wallet. The first is buying a physical SIM card at the airport kiosks, where they'll charge you between $30 and $50 for plans you can get online for less than $15. The second is renting one of those pocket Wi-Fis, which do work, but you gotta carry it around all day, keep it in your backpack, return it before you leave, and pray you don't lose it because they'll charge you for the whole device. I've been through it myself, so trust me, it's just unnecessary stress. Now, here's something you really should understand before buying any eSIM. Japan has 3 major mobile networks, and depending on which one your eSIM uses, your experience will be different. There's NTT Docomo and SoftBank. I'm telling you this because when you choose an eSIM later on, you'll want to know which of these networks it connects to. I'll be straight with you. Out of all the eSIMs I tried for Japan, the one I like the most for its balance of price, performance, and peace of mind is Saily. And before you think this is just free advertising, let me explain exactly why. Saily is an eSIM created by the team behind NordVPN. If you've ever used a VPN, you probably know the name. It's one of the most reputable cybersecurity companies in the world, and you can tell by the product. While other eSIMs just sell you data and that's it, Saily gives you data plus an extra layer of protection, which is more valuable in Japan than you might think because public Wi-Fi is everywhere there, but it's not always safe. Let's get to the real prices, which is what you care about. The most basic plan costs you around $4 for 1 gigabyte, valid for 7 days. If you're going for a week and you're just going to use Google Maps and WhatsApp, that plan will be more than enough for you. If you're like me and you post stories, send photos, and use your phone all day, it's better to go for the 5 gig plan, which is around $11, or the 10 gig plan for almost $18, both valid for a month. And if you're one of those people who doesn't even want to think about how many megabytes you've used, there's the 20 gig plan for almost $25, also valid for 30 days. That's the one I recommend for most travelers going to Japan for 1 to 3 weeks. Now, Saily also has what they call unlimited plans. And here I want to be totally transparent with you, because no unlimited plan in the eSIM world is truly unlimited. What Saily does is give you 5 gigabytes of high-speed data per day, and after that, they slow down your speed. Is that bad? No, because 5 gigabytes a day is a ton of data for a day of sightseeing. It's practically impossible to use it all up unless you're streaming in 4K all day long, but I'd rather tell you this honestly now than have you find out in the middle of your trip. What really convinced me were the features that most eSIMs don't have. Saily includes an ad blocker that, according to an independent study, saves you up to 30% of your data because autoplay videos, heavy ads, and trackers get blocked. It also has web protection, which automatically blocks malicious sites, and a virtual location feature that changes your IP to another country. This last feature is useful if you want to watch content from your Netflix or access your bank as if you were at home, because Japan sometimes blocks certain foreign services. Something I really appreciate is how the activation works. You buy the eSIM from home days before your trip, install it on your phone whenever you want, and it activates automatically the moment you land in Japan and turn on your phone. You don't have to do absolutely anything when you arrive. You just turn off airplane mode and you're online. The first time it worked for me, I swear it felt worth it just for that moment of peace of mind. And if for some reason it doesn't activate, they have 24-hour chat support, so you can solve it right from the airport. But let's be fair, Saily isn't perfect for everyone. If you're gonna be in Japan for more than a month, if you need a Japanese phone number to book restaurants or sign up for local services, or if your trip includes other Asian countries, there are options that might work better for you. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about now. Saley is my favorite, but it's not the only serious option on the market. And it would be dishonest not to tell you what else is out there, because depending on the kind of trip you're taking, another eSIM might work better for you. The first alternative is Airalo. It's probably the most popular one in the world, and for good reason. Its app is the easiest to use of all, with almost no learning curve, and its plan catalog is huge. Airalo's plans are called Mochi Mochi, and the prices are very straightforward. 1 gigabyte for 3 days costs you $4, 5 gigabytes for 30 days is about $11, 10 gigs for 30 days is around $18, and 20 gigs for 30 days is about $25. They also have unlimited plans that start at $10 for 3 days and go up to about $57 for 30 days, with 3 gigabytes of high-speed data per day. As you can see, the prices are very similar to Saley, practically down to the dollar. Airalo is a better choice than Saley if you value simplicity above all, if you've already used it in other countries and are fond of the app, or if you plan to travel through several Asian countries in a row, because their regional plan for Asia is pretty decent. Now let's go through the step-by-step of how to buy it, and I'll tell you how I do it, because doing it in this order saves you from problems. Step 1. Before you buy anything, make sure your phone supports eSIM and is unlocked, just like I explained at the beginning. If you don't do this, nothing else matters. Step 2. Download the app from the provider you choose, whether it's Saley or Airalo. I recommend buying it directly through the app and not on the website, because the app saves everything to your profile and notifies you when you've used 80% of your data. Step 3. Choose your plan based on how many days you'll be there and how much you normally use your phone. My quick rule: if you use social media and watch videos, estimate 1 gigabyte per day. If you only use maps and messaging, half a gigabyte per day is enough. Step 4. Pay and receive your QR code. It'll be sent to your email and will also be saved in the app. Don't delete it, you'll need it. And here's the most common mistake: make sure to activate data roaming on that line. It sounds weird, but since you're technically roaming on Japanese networks, if you don't turn it on, it won't connect. Don't turn off your main line either, because that's where your bank text from home will still come in. If you're going to Japan for 1 to 3 weeks and use the internet normally, Saley's the best value for money you'll find, and it also gives you extra security that almost no one else offers. If you want a simpler app or prefer Airalo, that works too. Remember that in the video description I've left the best deals so you can use whichever one works best for you. And that's it.